conversation that you have had. Every person that you have met, every friend that you have made, that is part of Dear New York. And I don't know what's going to happen as time goes on. As you can see around us, you will see one of my favorite artists, Joe Mangrum, who was an important part of my life. And if you were here earlier, you will have seen Colin. When I moved to New York, social media did not exist. I just wanted to be an artist. I just wanted to I didn't want to have a certain amount of followers. I just wanted to make enough money to where I could do what I loved every single day. And I would go to Washington Square Park, and I would be surrounded by people that I most identified with. These weren't social media influencers. These weren't best-selling authors. These were people who showed up every single day in that park for dollars, sometimes for nickels, sometimes for nothing, just because they loved creating. They didn't like the likes. It wasn't about the following. It wasn't about monetizing and sponsorship deals. It was about making something beautiful. And this man, Joe Mangrum, who you will see on your columns around you right now, used to inspire me so much. Because this man would spend a day making one of the most beautiful sand paintings that you've ever seen. And at the end of the day, it would get swept away and it would disappear. And it was about the act of creation. It was about the beauty of it. And I remember being so inspired by it because you could not possibly monetize that. You could not sell it. It was as pure could be. And when I was creating Dear New York, I kept Joe Mangrum in mind. That's why you don't see my name anywhere in here. It's in a tiny spot. You don't see the name of the Humans of New York anywhere in here. You can walk all down the subway. Because I wanted this to be something that all of us could create together. And like Joe's sand paintings, I do not know how it's going to be remembered. I don't know how it's going to be written about. I don't know what the time is going to do and how it's going to erode. This is part of Dear New York. But I will tell you what is real. The 600 kids and their families who showed up in that room every single day and had a reason to come together, to be proud of themselves, to be proud of their families, to be proud of their children, that's real. That's not going to get swept away in time. All of the conversations, all of the moments, all of the people who came and played piano tonight, I mean, what a city. What a city. That is real. That is real. This community is real. And we're entering an age where we're going to be encouraged by very smart people to spend as much time communicating through screens so that they can sell us advertising, to live as much of our lives in the digital world so that we can be monetized and commodified, and we can be driven into these algorithmically fueled tribes where we can argue in comment sections so that we can be more engaged and more connected on these screens so we can be sold more advertising. This is where life is, everybody. It's about community.